Good afternoon, Miss Cunningham.
Good afternoon, Miss Lewis.
I was trying to add the HS to my name. However, when I click on it, gives me the option of editing my picture, not my name.
All right, hold on. Let me see if I can go ahead and add it for you.
Okay, thank you. It's added, thanks.
All right.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Sorry I'm late.
Am I supposed to be placed in a room or I'm not sure?
I'm not sure. I just joining in.
They're waiting on the others to join, or a few more persons to join. I don't think you're supposed to be in a room just now.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Good afternoon, everyone. For the persons who are just joining, we'll wait on the facilitator for this afternoon to start. We're asking all participants to rename yourselves with K if you're from the kindergarten level, PS for primary school, and HS. Just add that to your name if you're from the secondary institution or high school, please. All right, thank you.
All right, everyone, thanks for your patience. We're about to begin now. I'm going to call on Miss Warren from the Salvation Army Basic School to lead us into prayer before we begin.
Okay, not a problem. Hello, good afternoon, everyone. Let us pray. Are you all hearing me?
Yes, I'm
Yes,
hearing
sir.
you.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay, you're okay. All right. All right. Let's agree in prayer.
Here.
Okay, let's pray. Eternal God and our Heavenly Father, we want to thank you this afternoon, Lord Jesus, for allowing us this platform where, God, we will be learning digitally. Father, we ask, mighty God, that you will continue to be with us. Remember our facilitator and each and every persons that are online. I pray, mighty God, that you will help us to grasp and to apply that which we are going to be learning, and help us, oh God, as we tune in to be, Almighty God, getting more knowledge where data is concerned. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
All right, thank you, Ms. Warren. Before we officially begin, I would like to acknowledge Miss Rebecca from I-10.
Hi there. Thank you so much. I'm excited.
Rebecca, would you like to greet the participants?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you.
Yes, I just wanted to say thank you so much, Kadia, for inviting me to today's event. I-10 is just so pleased to see teachers coming together and supporting each other. So thank you so much, Kadia.
All right, thank you, Rebecca. Mr. Bennett, are you in? All right, I don't think Mr. Bennett is in. All right, so I'm about to begin now. Pierce, the next device that I'm joining from, can you give me hosting privilege on that device, please? Or co-hosting privileges?
Yes, will do.
I'm not hearing.
Yes, I'm working on that at the moment.
All right.
All right, Katie, you can go ahead.
All right, thanks. All right, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties, so just bear with me for a few.
Yes, sir. Yes.
Digital literacy, and we're going to be creating interactive slides from scratch. So there are several ways that you can create interactive slides, but for the purpose of today's workshop, we're going to be looking at using Google Slides. These are the objectives for today's workshop. So we're going to be exploring the versatility of interactive slides. We're going to understand how interactive slides are created. And we're going to be working collaboratively in groups in order to create our own interactive slides. All right, so what are some uses of interactive slides? We can use interactive slides to create games. We can create worksheets and assessment, as well as it's an excellent meet and greet activity for like the first day of school or the first day of class. So now we're going to be looking at some interactive slides ideas. And some of these you're going to be creating on your own today after the workshop or after the tutorial. So this is an example of a drag and drop interactive slides. This is excellent for the basic school level for students. Now, the thing with interactive slides is that when you're using Google Slides, you have a lot of features that you can use. So for this particular slide, if your students are not reading as yet, but you want to give them an engaging activity, you're able to input audio files. For example, I'm going to go ahead and play this audio file so you have an understanding of what it will sound like. And of course, I'm going to be teaching you how to do it as well. Above each nest is a number. Drag and drop the eggs into each nest that correlates with the number that is above it. All right, so that is what the students will hear once they click on the slide itself. And so having heard the instruction, they'll be able to go ahead now and carry out the activity. I was playing with this before, so that's the reason when you saw it, the eggs were already in the basket. But this is a good activity for your students. And of course, based on the level that you're teaching at, you can always tailor it to meet the needs of your students. Everybody following so far?
Yes, we are.
Yes,
All right.
yes, miss.
So another type of interactive slides that you can do will be in the format of puzzles or worded games. And this would be excellent for students who can read So what you can do on the slide, you can put a name slot there, and the students will be able to type their names, and you can type the instructions there as well. And the students will be able to rearrange this, having followed the instructions. So this is a slide that I did for my physics class, my fourth form physics class, as an engagement activity. So they were able to decipher what this slide was asking of them. So this is another way that you can create interactive slides. So you don't just have to limit it to just typical drag and drop, but you can use puzzles, etc. You can even create worksheet, interactive worksheet with Google Slides. This is another example. So for the primary and high school teachers, if you want to utilize this concept or feature to tailor to your students, this is another way. So the students will have a word list here that you would have created, and they'll be able to maneuver or move these labels and put them at the appropriate position.
Miss, excuse me,
Yes, you may go ahead.
is this PowerPoint recorded? Will it be sent to our email?
Yes, it will be.
All right, thank
So
you.
you don't have to worry.
Okay.
All right, so this is another type of drag and drop feature. I did this for my chemistry, my fourth form chemistry class. So for example, I was teaching my students about atoms, or if you're teaching organic chemistry, this is another good way to keep your students engaged during the pandemic. You know, face-to-face is out for now. And so this is another way that you can use to substitute for the modeling for the students. Because usually when they're at school, I would be able to tell them, all right, you can use the models that are in the lab, or you can use styrofoam, etc. Now that you have Google Slides, you can utilize this, and it will allow the students to work and, you know, practice what they would have learned in class. So for example, I can use this to make different models, different structures, and the students would be able to do the same. And you can share this in any platform that you're using to teach, because that's the thing about Google Slides, is that you can incorporate it on almost any platform, whether you're using Edmodo or you're using Schoology, Moodle. You're able to share these slides with your students. All right, any questions so far?
Yes, Miss.
All right, go ahead, Anna K.
No, it's not Anarchy, it's Nadine Mighty Ferron.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Okay. That's okay. I know sometimes when you create activities, this is, for example, when you're pasting in Google Classroom, you have to ensure that that each individual student will get the particular piece of work. So in this case, where you're doing this activity, would it be able to go to each individual student, or it just goes out as a, like, for the entire group? If you understand what I'm trying to say.
All right, so the beautiful thing about Google Classroom is once you're inputting in your slides, right, there's an option there where you can give each student a copy. So once you select that, each student will get their personal copy, so they work independently. If that answers your question, right? So
yes, I know it answers it, but I know sometimes when I'm doing it, it doesn't necessarily, I don't know how to put it, like, it doesn't necessarily allow me for each thing that I do. Like, I'll try. It's okay.
You're breaking up, but I know when I did it though, I didn't have any issue because it allowed each student to get a personal copy, so they were able to write their names on the slide, and then I'll be able to go in now and just look at what each student did, and then give a one-on-one feedback. And another thing too, you can use your video conferencing tools as well, and assess your students live, so you can sync it with either Meet or Zoom, and so allow the students to share the screen so that you can see what they're doing live. So that's another option or alternative.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome. So now that we understand, so what you just saw would be interactive slides for teachers, if you're making these slides, it would be beginners friendly and intermediate. Now, let me show you what an advanced interactive slide would look like. And this one is in the form of a game. So let me just stop this screen share and then open the other one so that you can have a look. Hold on. And of course, if anybody have any question while I'm bringing up the other screen, feel free to ask the questions. Because of course, at the end of today's tutorial, you are going to be placed in groups and you're going to be making your interactive slides so that I can look at them before the meeting ends. Another thing too, you can create interactive slides both on mobile devices as well as your laptop. So that's the good thing about it, because some of the features that are on the laptop, you won't find them on the tablet. So for the purpose of interactive slides though, you're able to do it on mobile devices and share it to your students. All right, let me just stop to admit some persons who are in the waiting room. All right. All right, so everybody should be able to see my screen now. All right. So this is an example of an advanced interactive slide. So this is for maths. I did this just for the purpose of today. I don't teach math. So the topic is subtracting two numbers. So the students will see the instruction here, answer each question to knock the pins down. So they're going to click on play, and then you have the bowling pins. Now the question is there and they're going to select the most appropriate answer. Of course, if they choose something that's incorrect, they'll receive the prompt that let them know that whatever they chose was incorrect, and so they are redirected to the question. If they click it again and it's still incorrect, the same thing will happen until they choose the correct answer. So for in this case, once you choose the correct answer, then that will happen, and then they'll receive the prompt that the answer is correct, and it will give them further instruction as to where to go. So for this particular slide, it says to click on the teacher to go to the next question. So click on the teacher and it brings you to the next question. And the students will continue to do that. So it's based on the amount of questions that you would have placed on the slide. So this is a good way to assess your students or to keep them engaged. So this is just showing you how versatile slides is. and what you can do with it. So once they get all the questions correctly, then they'll see good job at the end. Everybody understanding so far? I haven't lost anybody.
Not yet.
All right, so now it's time for the fun part where I'm going to be teaching you how to create these slides now from scratch. So what I'm going to ask you to do is for persons who are using your laptop, just follow along with me. So you're going to go into Google Slides and you're going to pull up a blank slide. And as I'm giving you the instruction, just for practice, you're going to be working on that particular slide just the same. All right?
Going to Google Slides, Carol.
Yes, man, you're going to go into Google Slides. So I'm going to show you how to do it as well. For the beginners, for the persons who would not know how to.
She's asking us to go into Google Slides, but she's gonna.
All right, so the first step is once you would have signed into your Gmail, let me go ahead and share my screen. Once you would have signed into Gmail, right? Hold on. Right, so once you'd have signed into Gmail, this is what your page would look like once you're ready to use a browser. Now, if you should look to the right of your screen where you see this box with dots, that's called a waffle icon. You're going to click on it. And then you're going to scroll down to Google Slides. Once you're there, you're going to click on blank slide. And it should take you here. Everybody see that? Everybody understand, especially my beginners. Hope you're following. If you need to write it down,
Yes.
please feel free to do so.
Yes, I am.
All right, great. So the slide that I'm going to teach you how to make is this interactive slide here. It has an audio on it, and the students would be able to drag and drop the apples. The apples should be on the tree, but I was playing around with it and I didn't remember to put them back. So I'm going to do that now. All right, so the apples are now on the tree, and the students, having listened to the audio file, the audio I'm recording on the slide, they'll be able to drag and drop the apples and put them in the basket. So I'm going to show you how to do that. This is another example of what you can do again. So if you want your background to be more of a clip art kind of have a clip art kind of feeling, this is one way to create it. If you want it to look a little bit more complex, especially for the high school students, then this is another way that you can structure it. Of course, these should be back over here. Hold on. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and create a blank slide underneath this one. So for the persons who already clicked on the blank slide, you should be seeing something like this. What you're going to be doing now is you're going to click on the text box and then click backspace in order to delete it, because you're working with a blank canvas, right? Yes, go ahead.
Excuse me, how do I find it on my phone?
Oh, all right. So if you're using Google Slides on your mobile device, you would have to download the app from Play Store. So you would have to download Google Slides and then you'll be able to gain access. So if you don't have
Okay,
it on your phone already, you would have to go to Play Store and have it downloaded on your device. Same for your tablet as well. All right, so we're here. You have a blank canvas, a blank slide. So we want to be able to add a background to the slide. So there are two ways that you can do that. The word background is here. You can click on it and choose the color. Seeing that we're working with the first slide, you're going to need to choose the appropriate color, or you can click on the blank side itself, right click and go to change background and then choose the appropriate color. Of course, you can add an image. If you want the slide, the entire slide to have a particular image, then you can insert the image. But because we're doing the clip art slide first, then we're choosing a color. So I'm going to choose blue as my primary background. I think I'm a shade too dark. Yeah, that looks like it. Then I'm going to click done. Once I do that, the next step now is to use my shapes tool. So this icon that you're seeing here that says shape, I'm going to use it to create this outline that you're seeing in the background. Everybody following so
Hello,
far?
sorry to bother you. Quick question, how did you get
Go ahead,
this
man.
slide to get blue? What did you do after you delete the things?
All right, so let me go back. In order to get the blank slide blue, there are two ways you can go about it. You can click on background, or once you click on the background, you will see this should come up, and then you're going to see color there. So you tap on this icon here and it allows you to choose from the palette that's there. So I can just go ahead now and select the color and it will turn blue. All right, so the next step now is to add the shape, a particular shape, a curved shape, so that I can get this particular shape in this clip art slide here. So I'm going to go to the shape icon, click on it, and then I'm going to look for the curve shape. So I'm going to go down and look for it. It's right here. I'm going to click on it and it will allow me to draw the shape. Everybody see that so far? Anybody lost?
I am.
Repeat.
And could you zoom in as well?
Oh, you're not,
I'm
oh.
totally lost.
All right. Somebody's totally lost. Where did I lose you?
I did not get the empty box. I get a box asking me to click to add title.
All right, yes, ma'am. So that's all right. So this is what your box is looking like.
Yes.
So what you're going to do now, you're going to click backspace. If you're using your
I'm on the,
laptop, you're on the laptop.
I click on backspace now, yes, and I get a box showing me background and color and image.
No, man. All right. On the keyboard on your laptop, right? Once it is that you're seeing the text box coming up, because that is what these are. These are text boxes. So what these do is that it allows you to type in it, but you don't want to type. You want to put pictures and images there. So what you're going to do on the pad with the mouse pad, you're going to tap on it and then click backspace on the keyboard. And that should delete the text box. So gently tap on it. And once you tap on it, it will turn blue and then you click backspace. Following?
Yeah, it's gone.
All right,
Yes,
great.
ma'am.
Good job. All right, so I'm going back to this now. So select, so the next step now is to select your background and then go to the shape icon click on the curved, the curve shape here, and that will allow you to create that particular shape that you're seeing in the first slide. Hold on. So when you're doing this, you want to ensure that you're dragging it to the bottom. All right, so this is giving me more work as I have to extend it out. That's fine. All right, so once you insert the particular shape there, the curve shape there, you're going to see some circle and small squares. Those allow you to adjust the shape. And you want to bring it right down and cover the blue that you're seeing at the edge there. You don't want any of that to be showing, because what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to change the color from white to green. Everybody following so far?
Great so far.
All right. So I'm going to go to this icon at the top that looks like a beaker spilling some fluid, or this container here. It's called fill color. So I'm going to click on it and then select green. And that is how I got this color here. And of course, you can always adjust it. So if you want it to go up further, then you can play around with that.
Miss Cannon?
Yes, go ahead.
Hi, good afternoon. Some of our
Good afternoon.
colleagues are
Yeah.
trying to register, but it's not working. I
All
sent them
right,
my
so
link and then I realized that my link cannot be sent because it's unique to me.
right. So I think what happened was, is it the Google form that they're signing up? They're using the Google form. That's the one that they're using to register, because that one is just is basically a survey. So what would have happened was I would have sent them another email. Once those persons signed up using the Google form, I would have sent those persons an email with another login, basically with another set of instruction as to how to sign up to get the Zoom link. So that's the reason they're not able to at this time, because it's a two-step process.
Advise them to try for tomorrow.
No, do you remember the WhatsApp message that I sent you? I think it was this morning. You can just send that to them and it will allow them to gain access to the Zoom platform.
Okay.
All right. All right, so I'm just adjusting this. So it takes a little bit of time to get the shape right where I want it. Just some minor adjustments. All right, so I think I'm gonna leave it like that, just for the interest of time. All right, so once you do that now, the next step is to get some the other background images on this slide. Now, a key thing that you have to do when you're searching for images using the web is that you must add the word transparent to whatever you're typing or for whatever image you want to find. It allows you to basically use pictures that don't have any background, so it gives your slide a more realistic appearance, and it makes it appealing, a little bit more appealing. All right, so how you add images? So you go to insert. Of course, you select image. You can take the image from your laptop if it's already downloaded. You can take it from Drive or from your camera. If that's not the case and you're searching from the web, then you click search the web and this will appear. So you're taking the images from Google. So what I'm going to be searching for now, I'm going to be adding the cloud. So I'm going to type transparent cloud, and I'm going to add the word PNG to the end because I want it to have a clip art kind of feel. And then the images will appear here. Oops. The images will appear here, and so I'll be able to just select one of these, whichever one that suits me, I'll select it. So I'm working with this one. So what I'm going to do now is to just reduce the shape of this cloud to fit the screen or to make it proportional. Click Control C, then Control V to copy and paste. So that way I have two clouds with the same shape or same size, same dimensions. So I'm gonna put them there. The same thing, I'm going to repeat the step for every single picture that I'm going to be adding after this. So I'm going to click on image, search the web, and then just change out the whatever I would have typed here. So now I'm looking for a sun. Hopefully I find the one that I used in that one. Let's see. All right, yeah. So this is it. I'm going to choose this one. Select insert. Everybody following so far? Did I lose anybody?
I'm still trying to find an appropriate cloud.
Oh, okay. And you don't have to choose the one that I chose. You can choose something else. So what you're basically doing now is just mapping out your background. And then once you would have finalized how you want your background to look, then you make it interactive. The last step is to make it interactive. Where did the cloud go that the sun go that I was looking at?
Sorry to interrupt, Ms. Cunningham, but somehow I got mixed up along the way. I had put in my background before getting rid of the click to add title things. No, I can't find that background. Anywhere I can't find the thing to click on the background anywhere. What
Come
has
again. I didn't get that, Mr. Peterkin.
All right. Initially when you said just put on the background, I did so before getting rid of the text boxes.
Right.
So I can try to get rid of the text boxes. No, I can't seem to find the thing that tells me how to get the background.
Okay, so you want to go back to the icon that allows you to add the background, right? That's what you're trying to find?
Yes, that's what I'm trying to find.
All right, so what you do, you have two ways that you can do it. Right at the top here on the add-ons, you have the word background. So you can select, you can just gently tap on it, and then it will allow you to choose the color, etc. for that background, for that slide.
All right. Thank
Understand?
you.
All
Yes.
right, you're welcome. All right, so now I have the sun, right? So I'm placing my sun here. This is a very important tip that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. So as you can see, what I want to do is to actually layer this particular setup here, like this slide. If you realize that the cloud is above or in front of the sun, and I want to hide the little cloud that's there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on the cloud that I want to bring forward. I'm going to click on it. Then I'm going to right click on the cloud. Order will appear, it's on the alt text, and I'm going to click bring forward. So that allows me to put the cloud, to change the position of the cloud. And so now I can have the sun peeping out. Everybody understand that?
Yes, yes.
Question
Good.
before you move on. Question?
All right, go ahead. Yes, man, go ahead.
How do I get the color? How do I get to change the color in my shape?
All right,
How did you get
so
the shape?
all right, let me just use
I
a
have the
blank.
shape, but I just don't know how.
Yeah, man, I understand.
Sorry.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to demonstrate using a blank slide again, right? Real quickly. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead, add my background. All right, then I'm going to add the shape. All right, so once I have my shape in place, it's going to turn white. So what you're going to do, this icon here at the top, that looks like a container that you're pouring something from, you're going to click it, and then you select the color.
Okay, thank you.
All right, and it will change. I selected green, it's not going to show up. All right, so that's how I did it. Are there any other questions before I move on? No questions? All right, everybody
Yes, Miss
understanding.
Cunningham. For the shape, I didn't quite get how you got it to fill out the bottom part. For the curve.
Right.
How did you get it to fill out the bottom part? You just widen it, or did you put a second one on it?
No, man, I just widened it. So what once you select the shape, you're going to see some small circles and squares. So those are what you're going to manipulate. So you can either extend them or reduce them in order to fill the space.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Could you please show us again how to get the sun to peek out from behind the cloud?
Sure. Let me just undo what I did. Oops. All right, so what I did, let me just try it with this other one. So this cloud is behind the sun, right? And I want to get it in front of. So what I do, I'm gonna click on the particular cloud that I want to adjust. Then I'm going to right click. The word order will appear on the alt text. You're going to move it forward because you want it to appear as if it's in front of the sun. So you have to move it forward, not to the front, but move it forward. So once you do that, now it will move in front of the sun. Understand?
Yes, understood.
All right, good.
Miss, I'm understanding, but I have a shape in my box that shouldn't be there. How do I delete it?
All right, so just click on the shape and just click backspace.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so now we're moving on now. Things are going to get a little bit technical after this because we need to do the voice recording and then add it to the slide. So for the rest of this slide, what I'm going to be doing is just inserting the other pictures, and then we're going to move on to adding the voice recording to the slide. All right, so back to insert again. All right, let me see if I can just pull it up from here. So I need birds, so I'm going to type that in. And I think this one is similar to the one that I have there. Oh, it's this one. So I'm going to insert it. Of course, resizing is very important. After that, I'm going to add my tree. All right, so if you're trying to add a particular image and it's not coming up and you're seeing this prompt, it means that there's some copyright issues, and so Google Slides won't allow you to add it. So just select another one. And you want to ensure that you put in the tree where the green part is and not in the blue. You just extend. All right, so the next step now is to add my basket. So same procedure. When you're selecting the basket, ensure that it's 3-dimensional, so that way it has depth, so you can actually put the apples inside. So you won't choose anything like this one because you won't be able to do much with that. If it is that you're not seeing anything here that you want to use, you can always open another tab and just search directly in Google, and you're able to copy and paste it. So I'm just going to be copying this image and then pasting it here. Now, this is what I'm talking about. If it's not a PNG, then you'll see a background in it, and you don't want the pictures that you're using for your interactive slides to look like that, because it won't look realistic. So even though I type in PNG, sometimes what you get for the selection might not be, so you have to just play around until you find something that's suitable. That one is still not working. So this is the part that takes the most time, is just choosing something or finding something that's appropriate. Still doesn't, all right.
Excuse me. I am still seeing the click to add title coming up on it. Is there any way I could clear it without interrupting the images that I have on it already?
What are you using? What type of device you're using?
A laptop.
And you're still seeing it? Yes, you can clear it. It won't, as long as you click on the text box itself, then it should disappear without no issue. Just ensure that you're not tapping on other icons there or other images there, or else it will remove everything.
All right, so when I click on it, it just becomes empty for me to type in.
Oh, so you have a text box on the screen. Hold on.
Right.
Excuse me.
I'm not sure if maybe I'm using the wrong blank sheet.
You could
Probably
change the
apply.
layout. So
Right.
if you right click on the slide, just right click in any empty space on the slide, and let me see. You should be able to, so on the blue part, just right click on the blue part, ensure that you're not clicking on any icon, any image that you've added, and then go to apply layout, and you should see blank, and then the text box will disappear, but everything else that was there should stay. Just the layout will change.
All right, I did my right click.
Question,
But I'm
Miss
not seeing.
Cunningham.
Hold on.
So apply layout, and you should
I'm not seeing that.
No, man. If you click in the blue area where you're not touching on anything that you inserted in the slide, it should come up.
Click in the blue area. Right click.
So apply layout. No?
No.
But I'm doing it and I'm seeing it. So you see where you can paste and paste without formatting?
I'm just seeing cut, copy, paste without formatting, yes.
So go down, you see change background, apply layout, change theme. You're not seeing that?
No, after that it goes, am I supposed to, it just says edit text, order, rotate, comment, link.
No, man, you're still clicking on something. You're to click in the blue area and a blank part where you're not touching any image that you inserted. So if the text box is there, you cannot click inside the text box, then it won't come up.
Okay. All right, so I'm outside of the text box now and change background. Yes, I see apply layout. So I've been clicking in the wrong place.
So go to apply layout. You should be able to add a blank slide. So the slide would change, but nothing that you've put on the slide will be removed. Everything else should be there.
Okay. Blank. Okay. Layout.
So blank, and then you should be okay.
Excuse me, can you go over that?
Yeah, I got it.
You're welcome.
Can you go over that again for me, please?
Okay, so try the blue area and ensure that you're not clicking on anything that you did insert already. So just a blank area on the slide, but this time it's blue since your entire side is blue. And you should see cut, copy, paste. So go down until you see apply layout.
Oh.
And then just click blank and everything should remain except the text boxes. Okay?
Okay. Can I ask my question now, please?
You may.
All right. The question I
Sure,
want to
go
ask.
ahead.
These interactive slides, are they only for classwork? Can it be put on my stream in my classroom?
Yes, you can put it in your stream.
Oh, and
Yes, ma'am.
it doesn't necessarily have to be an activity sheet. I can just create something and put it in my stream, right?
Right. Correct.
Okay.
As a
Okay,
matter
fine.
of fact, for those persons who are intermediate or advanced, there is this way that you can actually, similar to what I did with the math game, you can actually pen out or organize that one slide with all the activities there for the students for that entire day. So instead of posting separate tabs or assignments in Google Classroom or whichever platform you're using, you can do it with one slide and everything is hyperlinked. So if you want them to watch a video, you can, it would be in the picture or on the slide itself. And once the students click on it, it will take them to the video. If you have a devotional activity, they can click on it and it takes them to the devotional activity. If you have the word of the day or books, if you're teaching your students English and you have You can put like a shelf there with books, and whichever book you want them to read, they can click on it and it takes them directly there.
Oh, you're gonna have to show me how to do that. I like that.
I am planning on doing a workshop, another workshop
Okay.
that just looks specifically at that. But what I want you guys to do is to just master the basics first, and
No
then
problem, no
you're able
problem.
to apply it when it comes down to the intermediate or the advanced.
Okay, I just starting, but I'm just thinking ahead.
All right, no, nothing wrong with that.
Okay, all right, thanks.
All right, you're most welcome. Any other questions before I proceed with the last thing to add to this slide?
Good afternoon. Just a very, very quick question. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing you, Miss Brown. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm wondering, is there any way for me to just go copy an entire slide and paste it so I don't have to be doing this multiple times?
Yes, you can. All right. So, for example, you have
made this one already, yes, and I just want to replicate it.
Yes, man. So I'm going to teach you how to do that just now.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
All right. So once you're here now, what you want to do next is to save this slide. So what that will allow you to do is, in the event that you have another class or so that you want to use it for, you're able to use it without having to do this over. Not only that, if you're going to make the slide interactive, then you can't have these movable pieces here. Because once I'm clicking on the image and I'm seeing a box appear over it, it means that these pieces can move. And you don't want the students to be able to move these. You only want the item that you want them to interact directly with to move. So in this case, it would be the apples. So if you should look, I'm clicking on these pictures and you're not seeing any boxes there. But if I should click on the apple, then you will see that there's a box there, which means they're able to move. So next step now is to save this as a PNG image. So how do you do that? You go to File, then you go to...
I don't know.
Is there a question before I move on?
Right.
No
Just to double check, you are gonna save it as a PNG,
right?
So that the images don't move. That's what you're saying,
right? So that these existing images that are on the slide won't move. So you only want to limit the images that you want the students to directly interact with to move.
Okay, thanks.
Right. So for students who are using mobile devices, it's going to be difficult for them to move it. For example, if they're trying to move the apples from the tree is going to move as well. So that's the reason you have to save it as an image separately first and then add the movable pieces after. All right. So what you're going to do, click on File, then go to Download. You're going to download as a PNG image. So that gives you a high resolution kind of image. So I'm going to click download. Once I do that, if you should look at the bottom of my page here, the image is downloading. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to click on the last slide or the slide that I'm working on, then click enter. So it will give me a new blank slide. I'm going to remove the text box from the blank slide. Then I'm going to right click on the slide and change background. I'm going to select choose image. And then I'm going to upload the image from my laptop. So once I click download, you're going to take it from the section that says download image, or right here where you say download, and the image will appear. And that's how you do it. So you click done. And so now these pieces cannot move. So what you can do now is to just go ahead and delete this one that you're no longer.
Sorry to cut you, Miss Cunningham. So you're saying when I work on the slide, the first slide, that's actually in the internet realm. Then I save it, download it to my laptop, and then come back to the same slide that I'm working on.
Right.
And paste it on it.
You're going to create a blank slide because what you just did. All right. So this is the one that you were working on as the template, right? So what you did, you had a template first, and now having finished, now that you're finished with that template, you know exactly how you want it to look. You're going to save it as a complete image. So you're going to save it as a picture. So that way it can't move. So that's what you're basically doing. And now,
okay, so I just open a blank slide and place it on the blank slide itself.
Right, so you're going to upload it from downloads from your laptop and then add it, right?
Oh, so in this way, then I can customize my slides.
Right, you can.
Oh, okay.
So you upload it again?
All right, so once you click download, right? You're going to create a new slide. So click on the last slide, click enter, and it gives you a blank slide because you're going to need to upload the image that you just downloaded to this new blank slide. So once you have a blank slide now, what you're going to do, you're going to click on the right click on the blank slide, and then we're going to change the background of this blank slide to the image that we just downloaded.
1 minute, 1 minute. I'm trying to keep up, but I'm still trying to find where you say you go to download it.
Okay, not a problem. So what I did was to go to file.
File, okay.
Right, and then I click download. Ensure that you select PNG image.
PNG, okay.
So once you select that now, it's going to, you'll see that you'll receive a prompt that says you're downloading the image. So it will come up at the bottom here. So once that is finished, you're going to click on the last slide and then click enter, and that will produce a blank slide.
Click on the last slide.
Yeah, so the slide that you're currently working on, the template, because I have many slides here, but you will only have one slide on your screen. So you're going to click on that slide and then click enter, and it will create or populate a blank slide.
Okay, good, yes.
Good, so once you do that now, just take off, remove the text boxes, and then go to right click on the blank slide like this, and go to change background. Then select choose image.
Hold on. I click on the blank slide, change background. Where is that?
You right click on it.
Yeah, but it seems as if I keep on clicking the wrong part.
All right, so let's go again.
I'm there, change background.
Right, so click on choose image. I think that's what's there. Choose image, right? Click on that. And then you're going to upload it now from your laptop. So once it's on, the blue is on the upload, you click browse. And then you can go to download, and it should be the first thing that's there.
Okay.
So you just click open and it will automatically upload.
Miss Cunningham?
Yes.
Will I get the same features if I use insert instead of background?
No, because if you, well, let me not say no. I've never tried it with insert before.
I did it with insert and I got it.
The same thing?
Yes, the same thing.
Yes, the same thing, but I'm wondering if any features going forward will change.
I don't think so, because what you already save it as an image, as a PNG. The only thing that you might have to do is probably resize or size it to fit the slide. And that's a big if. So I don't
did it with insert as well, but however it is movable.
No, I think what you have to do is resize it to fit the screen. So
Yes,
it is
I
an
did
image,
that.
right? But you don't want to do that. You want it to fill the entire screen, so you don't have to adjust it. So that's the reason you have to use background.
Okay, thanks.
All right, you're welcome.
Miss Cunningham?
Yes.
I'm having a problem. When I had the Apple, there's a white screen behind that's the picture that I've entered with the Apple. When
Oh.
I put it on the tree, it is in white, and I don't know how to get the white off.
All right, so what you have to do, you have to delete that picture because it's not a transparent, it doesn't have a transparent background. So that's what I was saying earlier, that once you're searching for an image, ensure you put the word transparent there. And if you want it to have a clip art feel, then you add PNG to it. So what that does, it eliminates pictures coming up with background. You might find one or two of them with the background, but once you see it, you just delete it and then just select again, choose something else. But the key takeaway is that transparent has to be incorporated in the search. So you have to add the word transparent. So if you
Question
want
again.
a transparent,
Okay,
if you want an
thank you.
apple, you type transparent apple.
Thank
Question.
you.
You're welcome. Go
Question,
ahead.
Miss Cunningham. Can you put live pictures? When I say live pictures, not necessarily
GIF.
pieces are moving.
GIF.
Oh,
I understand.
what
Yeah,
about
yes, you can.
what about actually putting a real picture? Because what we're doing now is cartoon-like. Suppose I get a real picture of a real person. Can I put that in my transparency?
Yes, man. Yes, it's based on your imagination and what you
okay.
want to bring
What I want to
alive to your
bring.
class. But right.
So what if? Because I'm thinking far and wide. What if I like put a picture of myself, but like cut off the head or something like a bubble doll or something that can work?
Yes, it's up to you what you want to do. So I mean, you don't have to do it so that it looks like a clip art. You can make it more realistic and use realistic images. Just ensure that the images that you're using have high quality or good quality. But there are no limitations as to what you can choose. As long as there's no background on the image, then it should be fine.
Oh, so like for a real
Unless you
picture.
don't mind the background being there.
Well, I get that part, but what if
you can
I
use
want
a real picture?
So how would I get the real picture to have the transparent look on the slide? That's something technical.
All right, good question. So what you, it's not technical at all. What you'd have to do is you'd have to go online and click background remover. So just click go online, type in Google background remover, and then it will ask you to upload the picture from your laptop, and you just select the picture and it removes the background for you. And you just download it so you can reuse.
Oh, nice. Okay, all right.
All right, Miss.
Right.
Can you hear
So
me?
that way you can use pictures of itself.
Okay.
Yes, I'm hearing.
So now not until 4 o'clock.
I'm trying my best.
Oh,
my apologies for starting late because I had no intention of starting that late, but I had something that I wanted to play and it wasn't working out, so now I have to do it from scratch. So that was the hold up, but that's fine.
Oh, that came out loud. Sorry.
Oh, it wasn't meant for me to hear.
Okay, Miss
All right,
Cunningham.
guys.
Miss
Go
Cunningham,
ahead. Go
are
ahead.
you hearing me?
Yes, I'm hearing.
All right, I'm feeling very jealous of the other people. They seem to have moved on and left me behind lagging again. After downloading your image as a PNG,
right?
What's the next step? Because I am still seeing my downloaded image. What's the next step?
All right, so you download the image as a PNG, right? So what you need to have now is a blank slide. So click on the image that you just worked on, which would have been your template, and then click enter. Once you do that, it will give you a blank slide. Just remove the text box from the slide.
So hold on, click on my template, not the one on the slide showing me one on and all of that. The one,
because you should ideally you should only have one slide up now, and that's the template that you're working on.
Okay,
So
click on that and
click on it and press enter.
Press enter.
You should get a blank slide with some text boxes there.
Not seeing anything like that happening. What's happening with my
All right, so let me go again. So pretend that this is your last slide, right? So this is your last slide. So what you're going to do, click enter, and you should see something like this appearing. Once you're using a laptop, that is what you should be seeing.
So I should click over. Okay, so click on the left
So
where I have my last slide.
Click on your template and then press enter.
All right,
You
I'll
got
try
it?
it. I'm trying that, but I'm not seeing
Or Miss Cunningham, I'm so sorry, but couldn't you just press the plus at the top there to get a new slide?
Yes, because yes, he could have. Yeah, you could have
just
done
press
that.
the plus, yeah, and you get one.
Right, you can do that as well. So that's another way to do it.
All right. Okay, thank you.
Miss Cunningham.
You're welcome. Yes, go ahead.
Yes, about the apples again. I'm getting a single apple, so I'm asking, do I have to copy to get many on the tree? Do I have to copy more than one time to get, or there is something that I could do?
No, man. Right, there's something that you can do. So ideally, you just need one apple. Once you have an apple, then and you have it on the tree, what you're going to do is click on Control C. So that will allow you to copy. And then you click Control V and you continuously tap it until you get the amount of apples that you want. So if you want 10 apples, you click Control V 10 times and 10 apples will appear.
Okay, thank you.
Understand?
Yes,
You're
miss,
welcome.
thank
All right, guys.
you.
So now it's time to move on to add. All right. So now it's time for us to move on to adding those apples now. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove my templates. So this is my template. I'm going to delete it. I don't need it anymore. And then I'm going to go back to insert and add my image. So now I want an apple. All right, so I'm going to just be selecting from these here. Once it's a transparent background, all right, what's happening with this apple? Okay, once it's a transparent background, you just resize, ensure that it's sizable enough to hold in the basket. And I'm going to place it on the tree. Then I'm going to click Control C, then Control V. I'm going to put about maybe 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm able to move it around and just put them where you want them to go. All right, so once you're here now, you're almost at the end. So this is where it gets a little bit technical, because now we're going to be doing the voiceover or adding the voice recording to the slide. So let's go to that step. So what you want to do with Google Slides, right? It does not allow you to just insert an audio file on spot like that. So if you should click insert and go to audio, it will give you some options that are available as it relates to adding audio files. So you can take it from your drive. So it will give you several options as to where you can take the audio files from, and it includes your Google Drive, Cloud, etc. So if you already have audio files on your laptop that you want to use, then you can just go ahead and upload them if they're in Drive or whatever options you see coming up. If not, and you're just recording from scratch, this is how you'll do it. So you're going to open a new tab. this is the reloading. All right, so it's called 123 apps. So just type that in your browser in a search bar. Once you type 123 here, and all you have to do now is to just click on the mic and record. So testing 1, 2, 3, and it will process it. You're able to play it back. So testing 1, 2, 3, and you click save if you're comfortable with it. If you want to discard it, then you click the X and you click yes, and you are able to re-record whatever it is that you want to record. Once you're satisfied, click save. Everybody understand so far?
Excuse me, miss.
Please
You
repeat.
can go again.
All
Go
right.
it over one more time.
All right, sure. Is there a question before I go over this aspect of it? Mr. Peter, can you have a question?
No, I'm waiting for you to go over it again.
All right, so remember you type in 1, 2, 3 apps in your search bar for Google. So once you type 1, 2, 3 apps, it should come up. I already saved it, marked it, so I don't have to continuously, search for it. So it's here, so you're going to click on it. Once you click on it, it should take you here. So all you have to do now, there are other things that you can do, but for now we're just taking the basics into place so that you're able to at least do an interactive slide. So you're just gonna click on the microphone. Once you click on the mic, you have to prepare to start recording instantly. 1, 2, 3 testing, 1, 2, 3. Once you're finished, you click stop and the processing will come up, and then this is what you're going to be seeing. So if you want to hear what it sounds like, click play. 1, 2, 3 testing, 1, 2, 3. Once you're finished, you click. So if you're satisfied with that recording, you click save and it will go to downloads on your desktop. Okay. If you're not comfortable with it and you want to do another recording, you click the X here and then click yes. And you would have to start over. So just start your recording over. Everybody understand that so far?
Yes, ma'am. Very clear.
All right. All right, good. So the next step now is to download the recording. So let me just do one for demonstration purposes. 1, 2, 3 testing. So I'm going to click save. So as you can see, the recording is here. So yes.
Question. You said that you're to click on the microphone to start recording.
Right, correct, Miss Benjamin.
I'm not seeing a microphone.
You're not seeing it on yours?
No, I just see video tools, audio tools, PDF tools, converter utilities. And there's a sign in. I'm not seeing a microphone.
All right.
You just have to click on the down arrow beside audio tools and use the microphone.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. So once you click save now, you'll have the recording on your laptop. So what you're going to do next.
Excuse me. Where exactly is the save icon?
All right, so let me go again. Recording. So right here, save should come up right here.
That's what I'm not seeing. I've gone ahead and recorded, but What did I do? Does my recording have to go all the way to the end because I pause it and then?
Oh, so maybe that's why, because you paused it, so it's not finished. So you need to click the play.
Okay.
To see if it will continue, and then you can click save once you're finished.
How do I get to stop?
There's a stop button there. Sorry, let me go through again.
Oh, okay, I got it.
You got it? All right, good.
I was pressing the pause instead of the same button that I used to start recording.
Okay.
All right. So I said the same. No, thanks.
All right. Oops. All right. So once you do that now, what you're going to do, this icon there that's on your laptop, you're going to click on it. So what you can do, you can rename your audio because it's going to be recorded as this recording online voice recorder. So if it is that you're doing multiple recordings for the interactive slides that you're making, you are probably going to want to label those recordings so it's easy for you to just add them. So I'm gonna just click on right click, go to rename.
Miss Cunningham, I am not seeing where you are touching. You are what I'm seeing is your get Grammarly is free. That's where I'm seeing. I'm not seeing where you are.
Oh, sorry, it's not sharing the screen. All right. All right, let me just walk you through it because I don't you want to come off the other slide just yet.
Okay.
All right, so once you click on, everybody knows how to access the download tab on your laptop. Hold on. All right, so once you go to downloads on your laptop, right?
Yeah.
Once you open it, the recording will come up, but you're going to see it as record online voice recorder. So what you want to do is just right click on it and then scroll down until you see rename, and then you can just type in whatever name you want to call your
So that is
recording.
going to be done on the laptop, not in the internet space. Okay.
Right.
Okay, wonderful.
Because you're finished with the recording, no, so you can just exit it and just rename it. Now, once you have renamed it, the next step is to upload it to your Google Drive.
Okay, fine.
So what you're going to do again, open a new tab. You're going to open a new tab. So you open a new tab, then you're going to go to Drive, go to the Drive icon, click on it. If you want to put all your audio into one folder so it's easier for you to find them, what you can do, you click new. So you click on a spot, click new, and click on folder. So that will allow you to create a folder, and then you can name this folder audio files. And then click create. So now you can place your audio into that folder. So where did it just pop up? Oh, it's right here. So now you just open the audio file. Then you go to new again, then upload. So now you're going to upload the audio file and it will take you here. Go to your download. Of course, you would have remembered what you named that file. Select it, click open, and voila, it's uploading. So it's right here.
Okay, so you have to create the folder in your drive first, then you upload it. What if you did it the other way around? Can the file still go into a folder?
Right, because I mean, yes, man, it depends, you know. Suppose you don't want to create a folder, you can just click up new and click upload and upload it. So you don't have to create a folder to put it in, but I'm just saying, just to make it easier for you to find it, you can just create an audio folder and put all your audio files there. Or if it's a specific class that you're doing it for, you can just put it in that particular folder, or you don't have to put it in a folder any at all.
Okay, because sometimes I do send things to my drive that does not in a folder. So I would want to take the things that I have in the drive to put in a folder. So how would I do that?
It all depends on you.
Okay. Okay, so I just click on the folder, give it a name, and then send those files to that folder.
To that folder, right?
Okay, all right.
Or to any specific folder, anywhere you want to save it, that's fine.
Okay, fine.
Right.
Okay, fine.
So now that you have uploaded the file, right? All right. So now that you have uploaded your audio file to your drive, the last step now is to add it to this slide. So what you're going to do next is,
excuse me,
go ahead.
I am not able to locate the file in the downloads folder on my laptop.
All right, so you went to downloads.
Yes, I'm there. It opens up on my screen, but I'm not able to see the file.
All right, so what you should be seeing it as, look to see if you're seeing this word or these words, record online voice recorder.com. That's what it's going to be saved as initially.
The file is open, but it is not anywhere in this folder. So I'm not sure exactly where to find it on my computer. Okay, all right, I'll play around with it.
All right, you downloaded, you're sure you click save and you downloaded.
Yeah, man, it's downloaded and it actually opens up.
All right.
And I could hear it playing it from my computer. I'm just not seeing where it is saved. I'll play around and see what happens.
Good. All right. All right, so the next step now is to click go ahead, there's a question?
Yes.
Go ahead.
Got lost in the transition where you were, after creating the audio file, I got lost there when you actually downloaded the file to that area. Could you just run through again for me, please?
All right, sure. Just give me a second. Let me just plug in my laptop.
Miss Cunningham.
Go ahead, Miss Wallace.
Before you do that part, could you kindly tell me the instruction that you did? I am eager to do my recording. What's the instruction for
All
the
right,
upload?
that's fine. All right, so the name of the app that you're going to be searching for is 123.
I am at the app. I am
right?
at the app and everything. I just don't know the instruction. Did you give an instruction for us to record? What were we supposed to record?
Yes, ma'am. So you're going to record whatever audio you want to go on the slide. So preferably the instruction as to what the students should do once they go on the slide.
Okay, thank you.
All right, you're welcome. All right, let me just plug in my laptop and come back. All right, so I'm back with you now. All right, so good. So the next step now is to go to insert. So click on insert, then you're going to click on audio. And once you do that, all the recordings that you have will appear. So you're going to select the recording that you want to add to the slide. And then you're going to tap on it. It's going to turn blue. And then you click select. And the audio, this icon here will appear. So you can place it where you want it to go on the slide. All right, so if you should look to the right of my screen, there are some options there that you need to select. There are some options there that you want to select. All right, so the two options that you have to pay attention to is start playing on click or automatically. So is it that you want the students to click on the slide and then they'll hear the audio, or once they open the slide, you want them to hear the audio automatically? So that's what those two options, that's what you can do with those two options. I personally like to click automatically. So it makes it easier for the students. So once they open the slide, the instructions will follow and then they're able to just carry on. So you select whichever one suits you. And then once you select it, then your audio will be there. On the slide, remove the apples from the tree and add them to the basket. So that is how, you know, it would sound based on whatever you would have recorded. Everybody understand?
Not quite there yet.
Can you please repeat how to add it to the slide?
All right, sure. So what you're going to do is you're going to click on, go to insert at the top beside view, and then select audio. And then the audio that you just uploaded, or all the audio files that you recorded, it will show up here. And based on what you would have named it, you would know which audio file you're going to upload. You select it. So you click on it, then you click select. And once you do that, the audio file will appear here. The audio icon, sorry, would appear here or will appear here. So you can position the audio icon where you want it. And then to the
Where
left.
did you click again? Because the top of your screen is being cut off.
Insert. So
insert.
right beside view.
Okay, all right, fine. I just wanted to get
Insert,
that.
right.
Before you go any further, I have already reached the point where I downloaded the voice recording and open it, but I'm not sure how to get it on the slide. I downloaded it already.
All right, so once it's in Drive, all you have to do now, right?
I'm not seeing in Drive.
So I'm assuming that you
the slide.
Oh, so it means that you didn't upload it to Drive then. So what you need to do next then is to open a new tab and then go to this icon here with the dots, then select Drive here.
Yeah, I did that.
Then you go to New, where the plus is. Select it, then you can upload. You can select file upload.
Where is
You're
that?
following, you're here.
Okay. Yes, yeah,
All
you
right.
said new, go to new, I'm at new. File upload.
Right, so click,
yes.
Right, file upload. So once you click file upload now, it should take you here. So you should be able to gain access to, right. So you just select the file and click open.
Right, okay, starting to open. So that's where I've been, that's what I did do.
Right, so once you do that now, you can just go back to slides and go to insert and you're able to add the audio file.
Trying to find the file on my Drive.
All right, so hold on. So once you click new, once you click upload, sorry, you're going to search for the audio file now. So anything that you record, no, sorry. So once you click upload, because I'm not on the page, so I have to try to remember it. All right, so once you click new, right, you click file upload. So once you do that, it should take you to where all your all the documents that you have on your laptop is.
Right.
And so now you're able to go to downloads. So click on downloads and then the audio file should appear. So you if you didn't rename the audio file, you're going to see it as record online voicerecorder.com. That's what it's going to be. That's what's going to show up.
All right, I'm
So if you
currently
didn't
in the
rename
drive.
it,
I'm seeing the presentation that it's saved there, but I'm just not finding the audio.
you're seeing the presentation, so you're seeing the slide that you just made.
Right.
That's what you mean?
Yes.
All right. So I'm saying, fine. So you should be able to see the slide. That's fine. So what you want to do now, you want to go to new and then click upload now. So once you do that, you should be seeing desktop, download, document, pictures, or whatever it is that comes up. Once you click upload, it should take you to the different files on your laptop. What you want to select is downloads. So once you click on downloads, anything that you downloaded recently will pop.
Where's the term download?
So look to the left of your laptop. Normally it appears there. So once you click once you click upload file in Drive, right? A screen should pop up. Are you seeing that screen?
No, I'm only seeing where you have my Drive computer share with me recent trash, and then I'm just seeing all the list of documents that is on my.
And you're not seeing new on yours? You're not seeing anything else on yours?
No, should I still be seeing the one upload complete? But I'm seeing that.
Oh. Did you select a file? Because if it's telling you that one upload complete, it means that you uploaded something.
Yes, but
so
I can't.
it means that you selected something. Is it still saying that it's uploaded or it's completed?
I had the same problem, but I found it under recent.
Right. So yes, it will come under recent. So once you upload it, all you have to do now, once you know that it went through. So for example, because you saw there that you received a prompt that says one file uploaded, you know that it went through. So this is how you're going to check now. So you're going to come back to slides, come back to your slide, and then you're going to click on insert.
Okay. So whether or not I find it, just go back to my slide.
Right, because it should show up under recent. So let's see if it's there. If it's not here, then it means that something is wrong. So go to audio.
Insert audio. Yes.
Right, and anything that you just uploaded should appear here.
It says no documents.
Nothing, you're not seeing nothing there, so it means that it wasn't uploaded then. Because
So
it
what
would
did I
have showed
upload?
up here. All right, go back to your drive. Click on recent underneath where the plus is and see if anything comes up there.
Yeah, I click on recent, but I'm seeing another copy of the slide.
The slide?
Yes.
Oh, so that means your audio file did not upload. It didn't go through. Anybody else having challenges adding the audio file?
No.
All right. Miss Bertha, you are the one having issues?
Right. I'm going back to file upload again. Going back to file upload, and I see it says record online, and I'm selecting it.
Right.
Again.
So that's what you're supposed to select. Right. That is it.
Right, and I open it.
You don't have to open it, you know. You don't have to open it. So what you want to do is you want to upload it to your drive. So once you click upload file, it should come up as recorder online, and you click it, you click it with your mouse, and the writing underneath it should appear blue, and then you click select, and it will automatically upload
there. Okay, so I'm in insert audio now, and I'm selecting this. Well, it's the only one there, and I select it.
Right, good job. Yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you should see.
All right. And it's right there at the side, and you're saying if I want it automatically or I want them to click for it, I can choose.
Right.
All right, and it's there, and it's okay.
All right.
I'm with you now.
All right, good. So you would have just created your first interactive slide, and this is the basic slide, the most basic type of interactive slide that you can actually do. So good job. And this is your first time and you guys were able to do it. So of course, this is a clip art version, and this is a more sophisticated interactive slide as it relates to appearance. So instead of just having two-dimensional pictures here or a clip art field, what I did now was to do the drag and drop in a classroom or in a lab setting. So I just selected an appropriate image and then get a transparent skeleton and added it there and add the label lines. So I use this feature here, the line feature, and it will allow me to select the line that I want or the style line that I want to use, whether it's it has arrows or it's an elbow, etc. Once you do that, you're able to draw it on the slide. And if you want to adjust the thickness of the line, this is where you go. So these are the different sizes for the line. If you want to adjust the color or select the color, you click on this pen here for the line that is, and you're able to add colors to your lines and so on. And then you can just separate, create a separate section on the slide to put the words that they're going to be labeling or using. And you can be more creative than I am as it relates to this. You can add other pictures, make it more colorful, etc. So, I mean, it all depends on you. Your imagination has no limits, so you can just explore what you can do with it. And you can create worksheets as well this way. Yes, go ahead.
Did you get a classroom template? I mean, picture, or how did you get the classroom? Did you build it?
All right, so yes, you can build it from scratch. For this purpose, for the purpose of this workshop, I didn't actually build one from scratch. So what I did, I just typed in lab background, and then I got this 3D, three-dimensional one. But you can actually build it from scratch though. For example, this slide that I did, this one, I built this one from scratch. So I used just the blank slide and then I just added the different features. So I added a background with floor and wall. So if you want something looking like this,
yes, I like
then in your search, you're going to type in, you're going to type in floor and wall and you can select from that. And when you're doing, I don't know if you have seen those Bitmoji classrooms that teachers are creating, this is how they normally do it with Google Slides. So you just you just type in floor and wall background and you select whichever one you want. You have some that basically give you an entire room that you can fill with images and pictures. You can add furnitures, flowers. It's endless as to what you can do. And if you want to, if you want to personalize it, you can use it in collaboration with Bitmoji and create a cartoon version of yourself, which is what I did here, and add your own personal touch to it. So I mean, endless combinations as it relates to building these interactive slides.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are ready now to work on. I know the time has passed, but I think you probably can just use 15 minutes to just work in groups and create any interactive slide of your choice so that I can view them. And then we'll adjourn the meeting for today. And tomorrow we will learn how to use Nearpod, which is an excellent interactive tool. It allows the students to draw, you can give them assessment, games, all of that on the slide itself. You can teach an entire lesson using that one slide. So you don't have to be sending the students to YouTube and then they come back and then you send them somewhere else. Everything from start to finish, your assessment, poll questions, all of that would be in the slide. And there's a collaboration.
What about this one that, sorry.
Yes. Go ahead.
Now I was saying this one that I got up a while ago, so I got a little bit distracted. This one that you have on the screen, you gave an example as to how we could create it.
All right, so this
one, the game.
I'm going to do a follow-up because this is actually intermediate to advanced. The features are totally different from what you just learned because what I did was to link. So you remember when I told you that you could actually create an entire lesson just using one slide and you just basically link everything. So this is a basic version of that. So once you have mastered this, the simplistic way of doing interactive slide, then of course I'm going to be doing a workshop with this, how to create interactive slides like these. But you must at least know how to do the basic version first. So once you're able to do the basic version, then you can transition to the intermediate or advanced.
Miss Cunningham, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Access to the recording.
Yes. You're saying, I heard you said something about recording. What specifically?
I'm asking if we'll have any access to the recording that is happening now.
Yes, you will.
Okay, thanks.
All right.
When?
By later tonight into tomorrow morning, the latest, you should be able to. Okay. I'm going to send it. Once it's available, I'll send it off.
Very good.
Are you ready to do your own slides now?
Miss Cunningham?
Yes.
I have not actually started. I'm actually in the kitchen. What I am excited about what I'm seeing. So as soon as I'm finished, I will go on to see if I can remember everything. But I would really love the recording. Yes.
I'm going to send it. Once it's available, I'll send it. And guys, remember, in order to get the certificate, you need to complete all 3 days. You need to be in attendance for all 3 days in order to get the certificate. And of course, I need to go through what you'd have created to vet it so that I can prepare those certificates.
So we will send it to a classroom, the things that we make?
No, what I'm going to ask you to do is, what I'd like for you to do now is to work in groups and just do a quick interactive slide for today. And that would be the vetting for today. And then tomorrow I'll tell you exactly how to send it.
What if you've done?
Miss Cunningham, some of us have to go.
All right, so here what you do. Here what you do then. What I'm going to do, I'm going to send you my email address for the STEM Center, and then what you can do is to just send those slides there. How about that?
Yes, that would be great.
Yes, that way.
Yes, you can't send the slide that you just did, It has to be a different slide.
Just one more, just one additional is okay, right?
Just one, as long as it's interactive, that's fine.
Okay.
Those of us who know how to send a slide will send it. Some don't know, like me.
All right, so what you do, once you have created your slide, right? So this is your slide and you have created it. What you're going to do, it's going to be automatically saved to your drive. So you're going to open, you're going to open a tab, go to your email. So select Gmail here or whichever email you're sending it from. And then this will appear here, go to compose. All right, I think my internet is unstable at the moment. It's not opening. Let me just close some of these tabs. All right, good. So you type in my email address here, and this is it. Let me just minimize this. So it's stemcenterckhs@gmail.com. So just write it down.
STEMcenter@gmail.
STEMcenterCKHS@gmail.com. It's the same email address that I sent the reminder from.
Okay,
right.
then.
But you can just still write it down just in case. So once you have written it down now, you're still in Compose. So you type my email address here, and then the subject. For the subject, you can put Professional Development Workshop Day 1. So I will know that it's the interactive slides. And then you go to this little paperclip icon here that will allow you to attach files. And then you can select where you're taking the file from. So what you'll have to do, you can download the slide to your laptop and then select it from there.
Can't I just click select on the drive icon
Or you
and
can
select
send
it
it.
from there?
I think you're supposed to can send it from Drive as well.
Yeah. You
Okay,
can send it from the same thing too. You can just click on file.
File and send it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So go to file and click email and then email this file and send it.
Miss, excuse me, miss.
Or you can use the share. Hold on, you can use the share icon and
Right.
send it
Yeah.
from there as well. Yes, go ahead. Somebody had a question.
Yes, miss, I was asking if each person should send the slides.
Yes, send your slide. I wanted you guys to do it in groups, but some persons are saying that you have to go, and it's after 4. I know I had said that it's from 2 to 4, and I started late, so I'm not going to hold you hostage. So I'll allow you to leave. So just send me your individual slides. That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right. So are there
Are you
any
referring
questions
to
before we adjourn?
the slide you're asking us to send? Are you referring to the one we just did with you, or are we supposed to do one different?
A different one.
Okay.
Yes, you're going to do a different one. Right.
Hello?
Excuse
Yes,
me,
go
Miss
ahead.
Cunningham.
Hold on, Miss Fern. I
I
think.
thought that.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I thought that
Yes, you
it was
can
only
go
one.
ahead. You may go ahead.
Oh, I actually wanted to register for more than one, but at the time when I got the message,
you thought that
it was only one workshop that I could have registered for. At this stage, can I register for the Nearpod one?
Yes, man, because what will happen is the same link that you're going to click on to get access to. It's a recurring meeting, so it's the same link that you're going to click on to get access. So that's fine.
Okay, then.
So, right. So just click on the once for tomorrow, once it's 2 o'clock, just click on the same link that you have and it will take you to the Nearpod.
All right, just a quick question.
Go
Even though I registered early and all of that, I noticed that I did not get the follow-up email with the meeting credentials. So I got a reminder email wherein I was required to register again, and then I was able to click on the meet link at the bottom, ongoing meeting. But I never got.
All right, so what happened was, no man, that's fine. That was actually deliberate. So what happened was the first registration that you did, it was to really get your information and to see which areas that most persons would be interested in. So that's just for survey purposes and to basically give you an introduction as to what the STEM Center is. The information would have been there. So once you do that now, I would be able to basically understand or to get the numbers as to the amount of persons who would be interested in the workshop. So once a particular time would have passed, I would have used those email addresses and send out another email now with the information as it relates to getting the Zoom link. And then I send another follow-up email, the reminder for those persons who would have signed up late. And so, you know, I'm extending the courtesy to those persons so that they will be able to get the information and any other general information related to the workshop. So that's what happened, right?
Miss Cunningham.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, I was coming in and out in terms of internet connectivity.
Right.
So I missed some of it. Whatever I catch, I just try to do. So there are some little parts of it that I did not get.
Right, so the recording will be available as well as I'm going to be, there's a YouTube channel, so I'm going to be sending some of those tutorials to the YouTube channel as well. So at a later date, for example, for tomorrow's session, the YouTube link would be available right after the session because I would have already uploaded that and you'll have access to the recording as well.
Okay, okay. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other question?
Yeah, just a quick question. After I'd added my audio file to the picture, how do I get it saved on it?
Renta. Good. So once you added your audio file to the slide, right?
Yes.
It would automatically be saved on it. So you don't have to do anything else other than selecting the appropriate. Guys, please remember to mute your mics. So you wouldn't have to do anything else than to just basically go through the settings. So it would automatically be saved. Once you click insert audio, that's it. You don't have to do anything else than just adjust the setting.
My time?
Yes, you can go ahead.
All right, quick question. Will I be penalized for not recording an audio file in my my presentation?
No, because as it relates to, that's the reason I showed you different types of interactive slides. So for example, you can incorporate audio file if you would like, or it can be in the form of written instruction. It depends on the grade level that you're teaching or the level that you're teaching period. So if you're teaching basic school students and they can't read, then the audio file would be beneficial to those students, if you understand what I'm saying. So it depends on you and the type of students that you're catering to. That will determine how you would make your interactive slide.
Okay. When did you say is a deadline for the presentation of the
I
slides
would
for this?
love to have it by tomorrow morning before the next session. So before the next workshop. So if you can send it to me by say 8, 9 tomorrow, then that would be ideal.
Okay, question again. For the audio file,
right?
Is it if I set it on automatic? Can the students stop the recording while it's going on? So first, suppose it's gonna give them a list of things and the recording may be going too fast and they weren't able to get themselves together. Can they stop it?
Yes, they should. Yes, ma'am, they can. The automatic is when it starts to play. So
but they can actually touch it and pause it and then get themselves together and continue. Okay,
right,
fine, wonderful. Okay.
Miss Cunningham, another question. Read the app that we use for the recording. Is it something we have to
Christiana,
sign
go
up?
ahead.
Are you hearing me? Are
you? You were in and out a while ago, so I'm not sure. Hold on, Miss Chambers, I'm going to take your question right after this one. All right. Yes, go ahead now.
You're hearing me now?
I'm hearing you now.
Okay, I'm asking, read the app that we use to do the recording. Where we go at Google, do we have to sign up into it to get it onto the computer, or we just go there and do the record?
All right, good question. So for the recording, right? It's not an app, it's actually a website. So all you have to do once you type in 123 apps, that's the name of the website in your search bar, then it will take you to the website. You don't have to sign up any at all. Just record your audio and ensure that you save it. Once you're comfortable with the audio, just click save and it will automatically be stored on your laptop. So the challenge now is to take it from your laptop and send it to your drive.
Okay, thank you.
Next question. Me again, Natalie Reed. This Google slide, can it go in Google Forms? Can I put it in Google Forms?
Google Forms, I'm not sure. I've never actually incorporated. Yes, it should. It should be able to because I know with Google Forms you can incorporate images and video.
Mm-hmm. It's just that Google Form don't have any audio. It's just that Google Form don't have
So
any
yes,
audio.
if you're able to, yes, it should be. Why? It should because you're able to add videos, upload videos from your laptop and add it to your Google Forms. So I should think that the audio file should play as well.
On the slide.
Because even when you learn to do the animation, it's going to be done in the format of a video, so you can upload those to your forms as well.
Okay. All right. All right, I'm gonna try to see how it works. Okay, because I wanted for my test.
Any other
to put the audio, but okay, fine, no problem.
Yeah, and Miss Reed, you can try to try it and let me know tomorrow if you were successful.
All right, and fine.
All right.
Miss, good evening.
Yes, Miss Chambers, you can go ahead.
Could you please repeat the email that I'm supposed to send the slide to?
Sure. Perhaps I should just copy and paste it and place it in the chat. All right, so it's STEM.
I will appreciate that.
All right.
It's already in the chat.
It's in the chat? All right. Yes. So
thank you.
It's STEM Center CKHS@gmail.com, and of course you can double check in the chat for it.
I'm just
Miss. Go ahead.
Just asking if we could send the video so we could, for those who missed out.
Yes, man. I'm going to send the video as soon as I'm finished. Right. So as soon as I'm finished with this meeting and I have access to the audio, I'm going to send it to your email addresses that I have. The ones that I have, I'm just going to send them. But I think for a few persons, I had some issues with your email. I think about 6 persons, the email was not going through. So that is going to be a challenge for those 6 persons. I'm not sure why it's not going through, but I did receive a failure notice.
Okay then, okay.
All right.
Miss,
thank you.
Yes, go ahead, Ms. Truman.
Miss, how do you save the file?
How I save the audio file?
No, Miss, not the audio, the presentation itself. That we just, the interactive slide.
All right, so what happened?
Not hearing.
Or with most, well, with all Google based products, slides, it should come up.
Okay.
Understand? So with Google Slides, it will automatically save. So just open the drive, go back to the dots, the square with the 9 dots, the waffle icon, and then scroll down to drive, and you should see your slide there. If you're not seeing it there, you can click on recent. It's below the plus sign that says new. It's there. You can just click on recent, and anything that you recently did will appear, and so you can find it there.
Okay, Miss, thank you.
All right. Any other questions before we adjourn?
Miss Cunningham.
Yes.
You said
Go
that
ahead.
you said,
Yes, go ahead.
yes, you said that you were going to show us how to create another slide, an advanced one using Nearpod. I have a question because I attended a workshop. However, the presenter, she didn't show us anything just as how you're showing us now. She just said that she created this and she created that, and I was curious and I went to YouTube, but I didn't find anything. What she did, she created where you could click close and you could see pop up. Are you going to show us something like that? I hope
Yes,
you
ma'am.
do.
I'm going to take you through it
Okay.
from start to finish. So I'm going to walk you through how to sign up for Nearpod and then how to utilize the different features.
I don't know if she did Nearpod, you know, but in her interactive game, she did where you could touch the clues and the clues would reveal such and such, and there was a timer. So I'm not certain if it's the same thing.
Yeah, man, that's Nearpod. That's Nearpod. Once you set time, it's Nearpod because Nearpod have that time feature there. It's Nearpod.
Amen.
Good evening, Miss.
Good evening.
Smart here. I'm just logging on. I was on the road. Are you going to go through Pear Deck?
I could, because Peer Deck and Nearpod, they're very similar. To be honest, I prefer Nearpod though, because it has some extra features there that Peer Deck does not have, but they're similar tools. So once you master Nearpod or once you master Peer Deck, you're able to transfer the knowledge. But I can go through it briefly because they're similar, very similar.
Is there another meeting after today?
Yes, so we have a workshop tomorrow where we're going to be looking at interactive slides, creating interactive slides using Nearpod. And then on Thursday, we're going to have another one where I'm going to be teaching you how to do animations using Microsoft Office and Google Slides. So those animations that you see on YouTube where you have the cartoons and persons are walking and talking, that sort of thing.
Yes.
That's for Thursday.
We'll use the same link, Miss?
Same link.
Okay, and so what if any teacher has not, who didn't get to, can I send it to other teachers? Is it too late for them to
No, man, it's not too late. So send it to them. And the thing though is, in order to get the certificate, they would have to complete all 3 activities or attend all 3 workshops. So even if they didn't come today and they were able to do the slides, they're able to do the slides, the interactive slides for today, then that's fine, because I'm going to be sending out the recording.
Very good. So I'll send the recording to them. Okay, because I'll need to take it to do the assignment.
All right, yes, that's
Miss,
fine.
thank you very much.
You're welcome. Any other question? All right, so I should take it that.
Sorry, Miss coming on.
Miss?
Go ahead.
Which of us?
Go ahead, Miss Mighty. Go ahead.
Oh, good afternoon. I just like to really commend you, Miss Cunningham. You have been clear. You took your time to explain. At no point in time, even if you felt maybe fed up with us, you did not express that in your tone. And I must say that the presentation was well done. I actually learned, even though I'm not finished because my computer was restarting for maybe an hour. But just to really commend you, and it's really appreciated.
Thank you.
Here. I second that.
I second that too.
We all second that.
Both of us.
We all second, third, and whatever that. Kadia, you have shown a lot
Great
of patience. You know, so I know I would not have been as patient. Thanks very much.
You're welcome, Mr. Peterkin. All right, so Pierce, you were saying something, you were about to say something.
Sorry. Yes, I was going to make a suggestion in regards to because the question was asked earlier on in regards to sharing Google Slides on Google Classroom or other learner management system. Just a reminder for all teachers that when you share your files, always bear in mind that you should give your students viewing rights and not editing rights, because you don't want, say for example, you give someone, you share it as to give them editing access, and then later on someone deletes the file by accident. Or in the case with the interactive slides, where one student starts to, if you give all students editing rights to it, once one student starts to do something on the slide, it means therefore that everyone else who you would have shared it with would also see what it is that that first student would have done. So you have to be mindful when you're sharing the slide not to do that.
Good point, Mr. Pierce. That's an excellent point.
I'm happy that he brought that up, because that was one of the questions I was coming to. So if I'm gonna send it to my 23 students and they are to manipulate the slide, how will I do that? What setting do I set?
All right. So once you create, if you're using the Google Classroom platform, once you select the slide, right? You're creating the slide in Google Classroom itself. You're going to, there are 3 options that are available. The students can view it, they can work on it together. So that's the collaboration. And what's the next one? They can view it.
You can make a copy for each.
Right, so the make a copy for each, that's the one that you're going to select, because it gives them viewing rights and not editing rights. The one that says collaboration, that's the one that you're not going to select, because that one gives them editing rights, which means that they can go around and change the different things there. I don't remember what the third one is right now. So you ensure that it's a copy that you're making, so every student have the same thing, but they can't change anything on it.
So when I give them the copy and they are to manipulate, for example, the apples from the tree, for example, and when student A gets her slide and she puts the apples in her basket, student B puts his apples in the basket, but he left an apple on the tree, that would not affect anybody else, right?
No, it won't. And when you go in as a teacher too, you are going to receive a copy of everybody's slide, so you're able to look at it individually and see
what they did,
what the student did, right? What the students did.
Okay, fine, wonderful.
Just ensure that you're not selecting editing. Giving them editing rights.
Okay, fine.
All right, any other question? All right, so if there are no other questions, I want to thank everybody for coming, and thank you for participating. I enjoyed the workshop today. This is actually the first official workshop under the Cross Keys High School STEM Center. This is actually a project that I'm implementing, and it's done under I-10 and in collaboration with the Ministry of Education. Mr. Bennett was supposed to pass through today, but I guess he'll be joining us tomorrow. And also, I want to thank the ASTJ, for assisting. And so, I'm looking forward to tomorrow and especially Thursday, when we're going to be exploring animation. And see you tomorrow and see you on Thursday. All right.
Okay, bye, Miss, and thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye, take care.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, bye everybody. Bye, Miss.
Bye.